Hey, it's Jay with Jay Speak Your Truth. I said that like multiple times. It's only one Jay with Jay Speak Your Truth. Anyway, I missed you guys last week. I did not get on November the 5th. Today is November the 12th. So I missed you guys. I had a lot of things going on. I do apologize for missing a week. And it was also election week, election day. Did you guys vote? Did you vote? Are you excited about the candidate that won? Or did you vote for someone else? Drop it in the chat, in the comments. Let me know. But I do want to talk about the election and the reaction of majority of our people, especially the Black and brown people in the community. There's so much going on. We may not have gotten the person, excuse me, my lips, I just realized I super chat. I just got off Bible study with two of my other friends, and it was amazing. We was on the phone for over an hour, which was fantastic for me. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So the election, a lot of people are just disappointed, upset, angry, all the things, which is normal and which is natural. I too am not pleased with the results, but it is what it is. So tonight I want to talk about, where does your faith lie? Where does your faith lie? Of course, the election is in the Bible. People voted. Some did not exercise the opportunity, their ability, their right to vote. And that is okay. It's not okay, but it's okay because it is what it is. And at the end of the day, whether you exercise your your right to vote, or not, that's totally your opinion. But everyone who did, it is what it is. Society, the world, people, United States, didn't elect Hillary Clinton. She was a white, Caucasian female. I had such great high hopes, but I wasn't surprised when Madam Vice President didn't become the next president this term. I just wasn't. There's so many people who just have an issue with the fact that she's a female. Isn't that amazing? A female. Female brought you into this world. The female helped mold you into the person that you are. Whether black, white, yellow, orange, purple, brown, whatever. That's the female that you look up to. But you guys didn't think enough of her to give her the opportunity. Now, I will say this. I looked at it as the best of the evil, right? One is no better than the other. They all have their agenda. But where does your faith lie? I'm not pleased and I'm not happy and I'm not satisfied with the president that we have. It is what it is. He's made his case, his viewpoints known, his agenda known, and it is what it is. But I'm not going to let that determine how I feel and how I live, how I move from day to day. I'm not. He has more power than I would like for him to have with the House, the Senate, Supreme Court. people don't realize what has been done. But where does your faith lie? I keep saying that, but I haven't said it, right? But I keep asking that question because I want you to think about it. Think about the question. Where does your faith lie? No matter who sits in that White House, where does your faith lie? Who are you trusting? Who are you depending upon? Where does your faith lie? Is it in man or is it in God? My faith is in God. Whether if it was the world, the United States had a girl, or the United States had a boy. Whether it's Democrat or Republican. It doesn't matter. Where does your faith lie? We have to stop putting so much power and thought into things that we can't change. Especially now. So I made a video before about forgiving. You didn't vote. You didn't get the outcome you wanted. What lesson did you learn? Forgive yourself for not getting up and going out and vote. 15 million people. 15 million people did not vote. That is the difference in the election. So, where does your faith lie? Don't sit and speak things into existence. There is life and death in the power of the tongue. So, I'm not going back to Africa. I'm not getting nobody to vote. I'm not doing any of the crazy things that people say. If New Orleans, if Florida, if Atlanta, if any of these red states are in a state of emergency and need prayer, I am going to still pray for them. Yeah, it was all fun and games. It probably was a joke, but a lot of people take that serious. Where does your faith lie? My faith is in God. So, instead of thinking negative about what he's not going to do, how things are not going to turn out, and all those great things, speak life, speak positivity. I will survive this 4 years. He will do what's right. Excuse me. Make it known. Don't let this election deter you, stop you from your hopes, your dreams, going forward with anything that you plan and you wish and you want to do. Go for it. Do it. Do not let one person or the system stop you. There's many things that I hope change. So it will be fair to other people with a record, misdemeanor or felony, considering the fact, the obvious. Hopefully people will take that into consideration. Do you think they will? How do you feel about that? Tell me in the comments. Let me know. How do you feel about it? Do you think that jobs will go into their board meetings and they will go and think about that question on their application? Are you a convicted felony? Do you have a misdemeanor within the 5 years, 10 years, or in general, however it is on the applications? Do you think that would make a difference? Do you think that would make a change? Did you vote for him because you're looking for another stimulus check, not knowing that it did not actually come from him? Are you looking for the gas prices to go down in office, knowing that it while he's in office since he's been elected, or once he take the seat, knowing that it has nothing to do with him. So what did you guys base your opinion on if you did vote for him? Do you have the same values? Do you view things the same? Just asking. Conversation. But where does your faith lie? Again, it doesn't matter who is in office. You have to know where your faith lies. What are you standing on? What's your foundation? And that's just enough about politics and that. Just in general, where does your faith lie? When things are not going your way, when you don't feel as if things are going your way. Like, I was just having a conversation, like I said, with two of my friend girls. We was having a Bible study, and we were going over a book that we all have, Draw the Circle. And it's about prayer, your prayer life, right? Focusing on prayer. Draw that circle. Write down what you're praying for, praying about. Don't move until you see an action from God. It's God answering your prayers. Where does your faith lie? You only need a faith the size of a mustard seed. That's it. Are you believing what you pray for? It's the consistency, right? We have to be consistent with our prayer. As I mentioned in our discussion earlier, I pray for things, and I do it 3 times. It could be 3 different days, at night, just 3 different times. And I'm believing, my thought process is, I'm praying to the Father, the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. I'm making my requests known. I'm praying, asking for whatever it is. After that, I go into a celebration of praise, of thankful prayer. I'm thanking God for what I just prayed for until I see it. I'm thanking God for whatever I just prayed for those 3 times. I prayed to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. I prayed 3 times for that same situation to move, to happen, for that same prayer to be answered. Made my request known. Now, after that, I'm waiting for my seed to bloom, to blossom. I have that mustard size of a mustard seed, mustard seed sized faith. Now I'm thanking God. I'm thanking him because what I just prayed for is about to happen. I'm about to watch it. Where does your faith lie? Where does your faith lie? Do you believe in what you're praying for? Is it something that you're believing in, or are you just praying? Do we know how to pray? There is no rhyme or rhythm, no correct way to pray. It's just a conversation. It's not a religion. It's a relationship. So we're just having a conversation with God, just as if I'm having a conversation with you. I'm just speaking. I'm just talking. And I'm letting God know my request. After I let him know my request again, I'm thanking him. I'm thanking him for answering my prayers. I'm thanking him for better days. I'm thanking him for whatever it is. So that's what we need to learn to do. We can't sit and dwell on things that we can't change, especially if we didn't do anything to make a change, to see a change. We have to accept the things that we cannot change. Pray for that. Ask God to give you understanding, give you peace, give you wisdom, give you patience to go through whatever it is that you're going through. But believe that he will. Know in your heart of hearts that he's going to answer your prayer. Right? Where does your faith lie? Does it lie in man? Are you dependent on the man, the woman, people, society, the world? I can't do this because of, or I can do this because of God. I can do this because of God. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I am possible. It is possible. You have to believe, put forth the effort to whatever you want to see. Whatever you want to see prosper. Put forth the effort. Go out and make things happen. As I say, make shit shake. They might not say that. It might be just something that I say. Another thing, push. Pray until something happens. Push. Pray until something happens. So another thing that I mentioned is we can pray for many things, right? Praying. And you feel like you get discouraged because God isn't answering us. Well, why do we feel like God isn't answering? Well, God could not be answering you. Or he could be answering you. And majority of the time, he is answering you. Our timing is not his timing. So he probably is answering you. And again, majority of the time, he is answering you. Just not on our time. And not with the prayer or what we want, the answer that we want. Our will is not his will. And at the end of the day, his will be done. I can pray 1,000 times a day. God, send me a husband, send me a husband, send me a husband, hypothetically speaking. God, send me a wife, fix my kids, do this, save my child, bring my child home, give me a new job. Whatever the situation is, bless me with a new house. And I've mentioned this before in one of my other videos. If God does not think or see or feel or know that we are ready for what we have been praying for, you're not going to get it. He's going to keep bringing a lesson to you. And you have to learn from that lesson. Are we learning from our lessons? Well, I had a good man, but I never was home. I had a good wife, but I was always on social media and entertaining other people. My kids, I never spent that much time with them. Now they're older. That's all I want to do is spend time with them. Things like that. Or you're not taking care of something, but you're always asking God for bigger or better. I don't go to work, but I'm asking God to bless me with a new job. Are you appreciative of what you already have? God needs to know that your heart is ready and you are pure and ready to accept what you're praying for. Are you ready? Where lies your faith? That's the question. We just have to make sure that whatever we're praying for, we're ready to receive it. Make your request known to God. And he will answer on his time, his will, his way. But you have to be ready. You have to make sure that we're ready. I pray for a husband. God, make me a wife first. Let me be able to appreciate being alone. Let me learn self-love. Let me be able to accept me as I am, my perfections and imperfections. Let me be able to look in the mirror and embrace myself. Let me be comfortable being in my home alone. Let me know, teach me where my faith lies. Teach me that I need to seek first ye the kingdom of heaven. I need to make sure I'm satisfying God. I have a relationship with God before I even ask for a husband or you even ask for a wife, right? These are things some of the things that we have to be aware of. I can't sit and say, God, I'd be glad when you send me a husband and I'm going out partying every weekend. Oh yeah, God was like, yeah, as soon as you get that husband, you're gonna sit down and become a housewife. No, you won't. God already know. So he like, no. Sit down, Sally. Sit down, Jay. Then you'll get a husband. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate the time alone. So I used to know, I'm not going to say I used to know because I still know her. This female. And when I tell you, she was in relationship after relationship. She break up with somebody on Tuesday where she already in another relationship the Sunday before. Like, she could not be alone. She could not be alone. She had to have someone at all times. Hence the reason, if you break up with somebody on Tuesday and you had a relationship on Sunday, that means you're cheating, right? Whether you already made up your mind that you're gone, you made a commitment, understanding between you and the two. She had no room to realize her lesson, to think about what went wrong, what went right, how they could fix it, how she could fix herself, none of that. She was just in and out of relationship. Separation anxiety. She didn't want to be alone. She couldn't be alone. She wasn't comfortable being alone with her own self. So I used to say, how can you love someone when you're looking for love yourself? You need to be able to love yourself. You have to be in love with yourself. You have to be in love with the fact that you are alone, honey. You can't just go from relationship to relationship. What are you getting out of that? What are you gaining? Men, because y'all are good for that. You got to have 2 or 3 different women. What are you getting out of it? What are you looking for? What are you searching for? If one can't do it, why do you got to have 2 or 3? Just step back. And it's not just men, because females do it too, but it's more known in men. They will go through females like they going through their underwear. I don't know. But I missed you guys last week. I'm glad to be back. Tell me in the comment, where does your faith lie? Are you so hell-bent on who is the next president that you have lost your faith? Are you hell-bent on your disappointment in your job or your kids that you lost your faith? That you are not satisfied with your spouse or your house or the way things are going? That you lost your faith? Where does your faith lie? What are you standing on? What are you believing? Think about it. Let me know. Where does your faith lie? Again, my faith is in God. He is the sweetest I know. So I go through experiences, whether good or bad, and I try to always remain positive, right? Because where's my faith lie? My faith lies in God. No matter what is put before me, what I'm dealing with, I always try to remain positive. I want to see the good in any situation, in any person. I had a friend, he would always say, no matter what, somebody can show you themselves 20 times, but you always make an excuse. Well, maybe they did this, or maybe they was feeling this way. You always try to find the good in people. I do. It's only so many times where you will be able to just show me who you are and I'm just going to walk away. But at any given moment, I'm always trying to find the good in people. We're all human. I'm trying to teach my kids that. My daughter, she's a tougher one, but she's growing, she's grooming herself. So she's learning the ropes of how things work, how people work. And I just tell her, you know, people are going to show you who they are. And when they show you, believe them. You deal with them accordingly. You don't necessarily have to cut them off unless you need to. But for the majority, you just deal with them accordingly. But it doesn't have to be the end of the world. Don't put your faith in people. Don't put your faith in man. Put your faith in God. Where does your faith lie? Who are you believing in? Who are you trusting in? So yeah, that's just something to think about. Where does your faith lie? It was something that I wanted to share with you guys. And I thought I had it pulled up because I did not do notes. And I'm sorry I can't find it. I cannot find it. I thought I did. Sorry. But anyway, again, self-forgiveness about where your faith lies. Start forgiving yourself for anything that you did and you did not do. Believe, trust, and believe that better days, brighter days are happening. Don't let the election results determine where your faith lies. Believe in God, whomever you believe in, whomever your higher power is. Whoever you seek, believe in them. Trust in them. Know that they have your best interest and that nothing is going to happen to you outside of their will. Nothing's going to happen to me outside of the will of God, regardless of who is in office. I'm going to continue to pray and cover myself, cover my family, cover my friends, and especially cover my black and brown kids. Okay? And whatever happens, I'm praying that it's in the will of God, that He will keep them covered and protected. And that's the same thing for family and friends. You guys have to do the same thing. Where does your faith lie? Who are you trusting in? You can't trust in people to a certain extent. But where does your faith lie? Right? So something to think about is, sorry, I had a message. What does faith mean to you? Tell me in the comment, what does it mean to have faith? What does it mean? It can be, and it's also, faith is a powerful guiding source, whether it be religion, spirituality, personal conviction, whatever it is. Faith is a powerful guiding source. Right? Where does your faith lie? What are you believing in? What are you trusting in? What are you looking forward to? What do you know is going to happen deep down inside? Who's going to make it happen? How is it going to happen? Right? So these are all the things that you need to focus on. So when you, again, go through the tough times, and I should have made notes. When you go through the tough times, right? And you don't see a way out, or you don't think you have a way out, how do you come over? How do you overcome that? What do you do? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Do you focus on what didn't happen? Or do you believe and you stand on your faith? Do you stand on God or your higher being? Do you stand on words of people, of society, of how things has happened in the past, or are you being faithful, standing on God, trusting on the word? believing that there's a greater plan or that growth can come from adversity can bring comfort to you when you are going through situations, right? You have to, again, you just have to know that no matter what you're going through, it's not the end of the world, right? Things will get better. That faith is trusting, is believing, is knowing that God is listening. You don't have to see it. You just have to trust and believe and know that what I'm standing firm on, I am trusting and I am believing that what I'm praying for will come to pass.
You okay?
So make sure that you stand firm, right? Stand firm and know that you will make it.
Jamaica.
Yes.
You okay?
Yes, I am, honey. Know that it's not a battle between who's right and who's wrong, what you can do to make something change. Stand on what you believe in. Pray, have faith, trust, and believe. Know that it is a relationship, not a religion. It's a relationship, not a religion. So I have to have a relationship with the Father. I have to have a relationship with God. I have to have a relationship with whomever you look forward to, you look up to, right? Whoever your I lost my train of thought. Whoever you believe in. Sorry. So I can't stress that enough. I believe in God, Jesus, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. So that's where my faith lies in Him. That is where I am sticking to. I am staying there. I don't care what I'm faced with. Health, financial, physical, mentally, emotional, social, whatever. My faith is going to be in God, and I am going to be okay. No matter what it looks like, no matter what I see, no matter what is in front of me, no matter what the doctors tell me, no matter what people tell me, no matter who walks away, who comes in. Where's my faith? My faith is in God, no matter who, no matter what. Losing my friend in August has been a test of my faith. September, has been a test of my faith. Losing my friend has been a test of my faith. Where does my faith is? Like I said in my group tonight when we was talking, I am broken. One of my friends referenced the egg, the golden egg, how it looks nice and good on the outside, and everybody's expect you to be nice and strong and, just go on no matter what happens. But on the inside, you could be dying. The egg is scrambled. That's me. But I continue to push forward. I have faith that God will bring me through this. God will help me with my grieving. God would help me with my loneliness. God would help me with the emptiness that I feel without my friend. Where does my faith lie? Speak your truth, Jay. Because this is a moment where there has been moments where I do not want to get up. I don't want to move. I just don't feel like I can go forward. But I have to put forth the faith, put forth the effort, and know that God will carry me each and every day to keep myself from going to that dark space. Where does my faith lie? I'm relying, I'm depending on God. That is my source. That is who I need. If I don't have him, I'm lost. Like a ship without a sail, as the songs should say. So where does your faith lie? Tell me in the comments. Who do you believe in? I don't need to know that. But where does your faith lie? How do you deal with adversity? How do you deal with things that are not going your way? How do you deal with things that are going your way, but you think that they're not going your way? How do you deal with life? Where does your faith lie? Where does your faith lie? That's it. Where does your faith lie? Having strong faith is, excuse me, is a daily practice. It's not going to come. You're not born with it. It's not going to come overnight. It's not going to come. You can't buy it, right? It's something that you have to practice. You have to build up. You grow into having strong faith. Life circumstances, life teaches you about having strong faith, right? And it's all aligned with whatever you believe. What are your beliefs? So how you have been taught, how you've been brought up, and if you have integrity, compassion, courage, when things are difficult and you don't understand, but you make it through, and you're able to withstand the test of times. How did you do it? Do you think it was something that you did on your own, or do you think it's because of the faith that you have? Do you believe in faith? Talk to me. Tell me. Let me know what you got going on with faith. Because, again, it's not easy. We will get tested daily. I have been tested daily. Seems like. I made a statement before. I feel like all my life I've been tested. And you go through doubt. You doubt what you're doing is right. You doubt that God hears you. You doubt the outcome. Because in everything, there's life and death and the power of the tongue. So you try to speak positivity. You try to be positive. But there's doubt. We're human. It happens. Right? It happens. So you have to trust the process. Definitely have to trust the process. And having faith is not easy. I can't remember who it was. I don't want to say if it was a friend or an associate or someone I know. But this lady had blind faith. When I tell you she believed like no other, I was like, yes, God, give me that faith. Give me the faith to believe even when I cannot see. Even when I do see. And it's like, there's no way you're going to make it out of this. Give me the faith to believe. Give me eyes to see me the way that you see me. It's a daily job, daily task to have faith. What is your faith? Lie. Who you trusting in? Who you believing? So, yeah, sorry. Who's your faith? Where lies your faith? Where lies your faith? So having faith, does it make you feel like you have a purpose now because you have faith? Yeah? No? Having faith gives me purpose. It helps reduce improper English. It helps reduce some of the anxiety that I have. God is still working with me. I'm not perfect. God's still working with me. It helps reduces some of the anxiety that I have, some of the depression. It forces me to think more positive. It forces me to get in tune and to trust and to believe that God will make a way. It forces you to know that things happen for a reason. And whatever that reason is, God is going to work it out for you. Whatever, God is going to work it out for you. I am a believer. That is where my faith is. Okay, I blabbered on long enough. I missed you guys. Again, sorry I did not hop on and see you guys last week. But I had a couple things going on. And my mom came to visit me. She surprised me. And she was here. And yes, she did vote. She did it back in North Carolina before she came. Early voting. She even worked at the polls with her bad self. She got videos all over the internet telling you to come out and vote. Again, do not let the election or the things that are going on in the world around you affect who you are and with the things that you want to accomplish. Know that God is in control no matter what we go through. Know that God is in control. Know that God is in control. Let your faith be strong. Let your faith carry you through. Know that your faith will carry you through no matter what situation you're going through, no matter what you're faced with. You, your family, your loved ones, it doesn't matter. Friends, it doesn't matter. Know that you will make it. You will survive the next 4 years. You will survive however long we need to until God sees fit to call us home. Make sure that we are doing the work that we need to do to uplift the kingdom so we can be in the kingdom, make it to the kingdom one day. That's it. That's what we're working for. That's what I'm working for. That's my plan. That's my goal. That's my hope. That's my dream. That's my wish. That's where my faith tells me I will be. So you guys have an awesome, wonderful night. Take care. Know that I love each and every one of you. If you have any problems, any questions, any concerns, any doubts, any fear, because the reality is the election did leave doubt and fear for some people, certain groups. But know where your faith is. Know where your faith is. Who do you believe in? Who do you trust in? Fear not. You will be taken care of. We're all children of God. He has our best interests at heart. He won't let anything happen to us that we cannot bear. When we're going through the storm, I keep starting over every time I begin ready to close. But we keep going, whenever we go through a storm, Know that God is there with us. He is guiding, He is protecting, He is even carrying us through that storm. Where's your faith? Where's your faith? Okay. It is November the 12th. And I missed last week, November the 5th. I do apologize. I may hop back on one day this week to give you guys another video to make up for the video that I didn't have. But then again, I'm almost 45 minutes, so this could be like 2 videos. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to my video, my channel, so you can hear some of my topics, some of my discussions. Nothing fancy, nothing scripted. Just a little country girl getting on, talking, sharing my thoughts, my opinions, and my belief. Where does your faith lie? Let me know. Thank you guys, and have a good night.